What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video. This time we're taking a look at a outrageous rant from our boy Phil, where he lost it the other day on one of his new Kick supporters, Void, where apparently he got upset because Void was making some jokes in his streams, and I guess it was distracting Phil. I'm not sure what was happening exactly, but your boy Doody did clip it, post it, and wanted to react to it. The reason why I want to react to it is because apparently our boy Phil decided to throw my name into this discussion and of course lie again about Doody. So I had a chat with Void and said, hey, do you mind if I share some of our DMs correspondence, because again, very similar to the whole Jordan fiasco, where Phil tried to slander me and said that I was harassing his viewers and his supporters and claiming that I was threatening to dox him, and just a whole bunch of bullshit nonsense that he has no clue what he's talking about, right? Of course, he slandered your boy Doody yet again. So whenever, of course, Phil slanders me, I like to come back with, of course, with receipts. So I reached out to Void and said, hey, do you mind if I publish some of the conversations we had on Discord, chatting about what it was we were chatting about, just to shut Phil the fuck up? And he said, yeah, I don't care, go ahead. So we're going to watch this clip here of Phil going off on Void and then throwing your boy Doody under the bus for some fucking reason. And then I'm going to show you just exactly what was it that me and Void were talking about. And again, spoiler alert, it had nothing to do with fucking Phil. But let's keep going.
I'm so tired of fucking people trying to cause drama. I'm so fucking tired of it, and I'm not gonna fucking have it. I'm just
Domination.
not.
All targets declared hostile. Happy hunting, Crimson. Taking Alpha.
Really, all I want to do is play games and have fun. You have drama queen bitches on the internet causing problems. I've had it.
Taking Bravo underway.
Oh, fuck this. Let me tell you what's going on. Right now, Void is streaming, and he's trying to get my other supporters in his chat, like Rend, who's been a huge supporter over here, and he's talking all kinds of shit about me. Yeah, Rend, dude, I've had it with this shit. That guy, I don't know what his problem is. I have no issue with Void at all. Last few days, he's coming in here, and every single stream, he's a negative. He's like, oh, so you're going to do co-op with Kino Casino and not with viewers? Oh, so now all of your supporters are on disability, and that's why they're paying you today, because they're all got their disability checks and shit. He's saying awful shit, okay? And it's constant. It's not like he did it once. He's been doing it, like, every day. So this morning, I said, dude, you can't do that in the chat. So now he's trying to get you in the chat to convince you that I'm a bad person and shit. Like, what is going on? That guy, I don't know what the fuck his problem is. And I've been nothing but, Void, I've been nothing but fucking nice to you. Nothing but nice to you. And I've had enough. So you're either going to act like a normal fucking human, or you're going to get the fuck out of my community. You're trying to be toxic and shit? Yeah, Void, that's a fucking insult. Not all of my viewers are on disability paying for my contributions with disability checks. That's insanely insulting. Insanely fucking insulting to say.
Well, I'm going to stop it here because I have some insight on what happened here exactly. So Void was streaming at the same time Phil was, and he was talking to his chat. And apparently he made a joke. He made a joke saying that, oh, Phil's doing good or whatever because the supporters got their disability checks. And apparently ran back to Phil. Ren is another Dent supporter of Phil, and told Phil, right? Coupled with the fact that Void was a little upset that Phil refuses to do co-ops. Well, not co-op. Refuses to do multiplayer with viewers and supporters. Coupled with that, Phil decided to label Void as a detractor and a malfeasance and just a trash talker, right? Void hasn't brought up the Call of Duty thing all the fucking time. He may have brought it up maybe twice and said, dude, you should do this. It'll be fun. You should do this, right? But apparently, because the fact that Void is questioning Phil, right? Which is okay, because Phil will let that go. If you're paying him that's fine. If you're paying Phil, he'll let that shit go. We all know what PPP said about Phil and his wife, right? About her size. PPP himself has said that Phil support her on disability. He said the same exact thing Void said, the same joke. And funny how it's okay when PPP says it or Ashton. It's perfectly fine. They're just razzing him. It's okay. But someone that supported Phil to the tune of over $700 on Kick subscriptions can't say it? I don't understand the problem here, Phil, especially when the guy said it was just a joke and he wasn't saying it over and over again. So what the fuck are you talking about? Why are you spazzing out and banning someone that's supporting you? Like, you don't understand, Phil. He's from Kick. He's a Kino guy, right? They like to razz people. It's a different culture. It's a different environment. They're different people. And you need to fucking just back off. You need to just let people fucking talk. So what if he said that your supporters are on disability, which it's not false? And did he say all your supporters? I don't think so. There are about 3 or 4 disabled people, Jade, on your stream that support you, Phil. I mean, Jade alone gives you over $40 a month in memberships for 2 channels. So what did he say that was wrong? And he wasn't insulting anyone specifically. Like, he didn't tell Ren, hey, Ren, you got your disability. He wasn't doing that, bro. But you got upset because you thought he was hurting your pocket. And this is bullshit because I was on Void stream when that happened. I checked it out because this will go to Doody's receipts, but I'll say it now. I was on Void stream and he wasn't telling people to come over and not support Phil. He did not say that at fucking all. He did not say that. But of course, because one of his fucking monkeys flew over and said, oh, Void is talking trash about you, then Phil took it to heart. And I think what ended up happening was Phil got wind that I was having a conversation with Void. Because he mentions my name in this clip coming up. He mentions Doody's name. So let's watch this clip. Keep going. And he brings me up for no fucking reason. And then, of course, your boy Doody will show the receipts.
Seriously. What are you saying? Fuck him. You know what? Fuck him. He's gone. Seriously, I can't take this shit. I can't have him saying this awful stuff. And now he's in there. He actually had Rend in there in the chat. Now, Rend has been one of my biggest supporters on K. Rend, he brought you in and he's saying nasty shit about me, right? I've said nothing bad about this guy. Literally 3-4 days in a row, he's been like this. I don't know what his problem is. I think he's talking with the wrong people. He's probably talking to Doody, and he's probably talking to other detractors, and they're going over there, and they're making this guy act this way. And I don't know what it is. But, I mean, it's supposed to be a positive community, and he's coming in here saying awful things about stuff, you know? And now I get a tip, and someone's like, just so you know, Void now has your supporters in his chat, including Ren, and he's talking, saying negative things about you. And so what he's trying to do is stir up drama so that people will basically not support you anymore. What the fuck? And by the way, I literally just went over there and became a paid sub of his. Because he's my first paid sub. So I said, here, I'm going to go back. You just got your monetization. I'm going to become a paid sub of yours. Right? And it's like, what the fuck, man?
Well, first of all, Phil, he did it on his stream. So why do you give a shit? He wasn't doing it on your stream. He wasn't misbehaving on your stream. He had his own stream. Why do you feel the need that you need to control your fucking cult members in every aspect? Why do they need to conform on their fucking stream, their own stream? They can say whatever the fuck they want to say, Phil. Why are you being a fucking bitch? Why are you trying to control everything? And again, just like I talked to Void after this happened, because he did ban him. He banned him, he unbanned him, and now he officially banned him again. And he's banned from the chat. Even his name, you can't even say Void in the chat. It's a banned word. It's one of the banned words. It's like fat cat, you know, the memes. You can't do it. You can't. May burst. You can't say those kind of phrases because Phil bans them, right? So he's gone. So I chatted with him, and I was just like, dude, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I did. Okay, so here where the receipts are. Phil thinks that I had a conversation with Void, that I reached out to him, right, and said, hey, Void, let me chat with you. I'm going to shit on Phil, and I'm going to convince you that he's a scumbag. Okay, very similar to what he thought I did with Jordan. If you don't know what happened with Jordan, Jordan supported Phil, right? And apparently Jordan got tired of Phil's begging. He did. He kind of got tired of Phil's begging. So he started looking at the tractor content, and he was really interested in the whole WWE Champions. So he reached out to me and said, hey, man, do you have solid proof that he is down from the rafters, that he plays WWE Champions? Can you show me? And I talked to him. I said, hey, dude, yeah. And I gave him information. I was like, yeah, you know, if you can see this, you see this. I told him about TJ Gamebox. I told him about Discord. I told him about the Line app. Everything that's out there. I told him about the bank leaks. I said, look, is it 100% sure? No, nothing is 100% sure. Is it 99.9% sure? Yeah, I believe it is. If you're asking me if I believe it, yes. But you know what? Here's some information. Here's a really good video that was developed that explains everything. It's about an hour long, but if you really want to know, watch it. I said, then come back and let me know what you think. That's what he did. He looked at Secret Limited's video, right? He looked at and then he came back to me for after an hour and he said, I feel like an idiot. You're 100% right. He is down from that. I said, yeah, bro. And that's all I've been trying to tell people. I don't tell people what to do. Like, I don't tell anyone, don't support DSP. No, I think it's stupid that you support him. But if you want to waste your money on that, knock yourself the fuck out. Go ahead, knock yourself out, right? Now, the reason why I mentioned this is because Void has been a big supporter of Phil for the last couple months, ever since the Renaissance occurred. He's one of the Kino folks that came over and started supporting Phil, you know, ironically, essentially. He did it more for the memes than actually Phil, right? But he stayed in. He supported Phil. I think he was number 2 or number 3 in the gifted sub category, whatever, right? And so he, you know, he supported Phil. He would pop on my stream occasionally. We had a chat, you know, and then he DM'd me and said, "Hey, man, if you have time, let's have a conversation." I said, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." And of course, Doody talks to anybody, right? So sure enough, your boy Doody reaches out to him on Discord, and you know, we chatted up. We chatted up. We say, all right, man, what, you know, I say, hey, what's up? What's going on? And I'm not going to show everything because there's some information of his in here, some analytics and stuff like that I don't want to show. But you get the gist of what we're talking about here. So we had a conversation on DMs. We were going to do a call, but he didn't have a mic at the time. So we just did it via DMs. And as you can see right here, what were we talking about specifically? We were talking about his streams. That's right. Void reached out to me because he wanted some assistance on monetizing his kick stream, trying to get viewership. He just reached out for some help. Just, hey, you stream, you do like you do pretty good. You get a good amount of viewerships. You know, can you give me some tips? And I said, yeah, I'm always willing to help anyone. If you reach out to me and you have a question about whatever, I don't really care who you are. I'll help if I can. And if I can't, I'll say, no, I can't help you. And I'll try to get someone to help you. You know what I mean? And I know most people will say, dude, why are you helping him? He's a pay pig, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I don't tell people how to spend their money. You know, and Voids never did anything to me specifically, you know. So, you know, I chatted with him up and I gave him some information. I basically said, look, this is what you're going to need to do. I looked at his, so let's see here. Yeah, you know, I told him basically this is what you should do. He was struggling with getting the hours that he needed. So I made a recommendation of, dude, record some gameplay, fire it up, let it run. Just let it run. You don't have to be on. If you can't be on stream, that's fine. Just let it run. You'll get the watch hours, you'll be able to hit your metrics that you need to get fully monetized, right? So there's an initial monetization of, I think you need so many members, you need so many followers and something else, and you can do subscriptions, right? And then after that, there's like another program where you can get paid up to $16 an hour for streaming. I believe that's what Void's trying to do, and those criteria are a little bit more strict. Like there's more he needs. So I hooked him up. I gave him some information and said, "Here you go, buddy. This is what you need to do." Now let's see here. Let's see here. I also gave him some information that some secret Doody information that will help him, and I just said don't mention it to anyone because it's not something you want to put out there. Like you just don't want to put out there. So yeah, that's essentially what our conversations were. They were talking about this. Now, let me actually show you real quick, and I'm going to scoop up because, again, there are conversations in here with his analytics that I know he doesn't want to put out there. But let me just show you. Okay, here. All right, so I can show this. So this is the very beginning of our conversations. So he reached out to me, and, he reached out, and he said, can I chat with you? I said, yeah, hit me up on Discord. So he sent me a friend request. I accepted. I waved. Hello, blah, blah, blah. He said, no, Mike. I said, hello, duh. Okay, let me know when you can chat. It makes it more easier, blah, 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 blah. And then he said, it'll be forever if we type. He said, true. And then I said, tell me what is the focus of your channel? So again, I'm asking him questions about his channel. And he said, just gameplay right now. It was to get verified before Phil, but of course that failed. I said on Kick. He said, Phil is my only sub right now. Yeah, on Kick. Okay. So again, this was conversations centered around follow or sub. Let's see. Need sub and follows. Okay, let's see. And then I said, okay, I guess you want to be partnered, right? And he said, yeah, I need 19 subs and as many viewers as I can. He's basically providing me information on his stream. I said, okay. And then he said he needs a bunch of random, like basically just asking me what he needs. And then I said, all right, well, that there's a quick way to do it. And I gave him tips and information on how to do it. And that was essentially our conversation. We talked about nothing about Phil. We mentioned Phil not at all. Said zero about Phil. Nothing. Phil, you're not what we fucking think about 24/7, bro. You're not that fucking important, man. This is somebody who's trying to stream, who's trying to get their Kick channel going, and they asked for help, and I said, I'm happy to help you. And that's what I did. And that was the only conversation we had. But again, Phil, you want to fucking portray me as this fucking boogeyman. You want to make it seem like I'm the worst, that I'm worse than fucking Sons of Kojima and other fucking A-loggers who have doxed you and all this shit, doxed your viewers. I don't do any of that, bro. I don't do any of that. Like I said before, of your 100 problems, bro, I'm probably your 90th problem you have to worry about. I'm the last thing you should be worrying about, brother. You should be worrying about your health, your wife's health. You should be worried about your money, your streams. You should be worried about all that shit. Not Doody. You shouldn't be worried about Doody. Doody's just over here watching a locale and laughing at him. That's all Doody's doing over here. So anyway, there you go, folks. That's all the conversation was. So again, your boy Phil or DSP slanders Doody for no reason. And here you go. Here's proof. Here's proof right here, folks, that your boy Doody just had a normal conversation and nothing to do with Phil. Anyway, hopefully Phil will retract his statement and apologize. But we know that'll never happen. Peace out.